All right, so I got my candle lit, y'all. I'm gonna be doing videos like this, y'all. I feel like I want more privacy, so this is a day and a couple more days of privacy, being mysterious. Okay, so allow yourself to have some low light, some peace, some quiet. Be quieter. I heard the common welfare was my business by Jacob Marley. Jacob Marley from Scrooge. So y'all, the creator told me that people that's just chasing money to get money, they're going to be blocked. Like the common welfare has to be your business right now. So find a way to, be helpful. Spiritual people are helpful. So what can you do for the spirit for your community or your family right now? How can you make um, their week easier? Make somebody's week easier, y'all. Okay, whether you do a little extra work, okay? So, if you're looking for a job, hi, Anthony. Hi, Anthony. If you're looking for a job, you may find a job right now where the common welfare is your business. So, you may find a job working for the elderly right now, serving people food, working in the cafeteria, working with people who are very sick, like working in hospice, things like that. Some of y'all may be looking for jobs where you're working with other people's money, you're helping people with their financial situations. If you were thinking about taking some classes to become a financial advisor, this would be a good time to do that. Helping somebody else get money. Um, if you were thinking of taking up a job where you were like, okay, I want to help people get through losses, help people find resources that will help them with their situations, this is a good time. So you may want to send some resources in emails or in your private messages. Share the resources right now. Don't be stingy, okay? So message a resource to your friends. Tell them about some sort of way they can get out their situation. Okay. All right. All right. Use investigative research for your breakthroughs right now. So do your own research. Okay. um, Look up things, research things about your spirit. Um, I highly recommend that you get my ebook on finding your light purpose and destiny, that you get it this week because that's right in alignment right now. You should be willing to look at other people's perspectives right now. You should deep dive into your metaphysical space. So, my ebook, this for finding your light purpose and destiny, it helps you to do your own research into your spiritual power and destiny energy. If you want to still buy the book in the beta version, you can buy it for $8 a day. Okay? Because of today is such a day where you have to care about other people's suffering in order for you to access your destiny power. Um, you have to basically you have to research the spiritual and creative energy right now. So my book is really important to get. It's perfect for that. Okay? So if you want my ebook on finding your life purpose and destiny, it is $8. You can send the $8 to my Cash App or my PayPal, or you can email me and we can make arrangements on how you can pay. And I will send you the VIP link to read the book for 30 days. But by within 2 days, you'll have to get it off Amazon because Amazon is going to be selling it. Okay. Thank you, Anita, for giving me the courage to put this book out there. I know that this book is going to change my life. It's supposed to in a major way. Um, there's going to be people that's going to be like, try to do the Salem witch trials on me, but I don't care. Okay, so that's part one is coming out on Amazon, but you can get the book in the beta version, which means it's like 91% uh, grade level in Grammarly. Okay. And you'll be able to read the PDF. So you can buy it now. I was also told for some of y'all, you have to be willing to explore places that you never been before. So, like some place you haven't been in a long time that's very unfamiliar, you may want to go there. You may want to use old classics for inspiration or explore the dark side of places. You might want to hang out in the ghettos, drive through, see what inspiration is there. Um, really use the dark side of life as your muse. Hi, everybody. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's good. Okay. Sorry, not sorry. Somebody said, as the head of HOA, today I decided to have all the rose bushes on my street removed. I'm allergic and therefore everyone must pay. Okay, so, all right. You were only thinking about yourself, so that's okay. You don't have to be sorry, but make sure you're still not sorry if you happen to get karma. Um, if you're going to cut the rose bushes, why not give the petals away? Just because you're allergic to them don't mean everybody else. See that old me, myself, and I only? That's not the energy you're supposed to be in today, y'all. Okay, don't be wasteful. Rose petals are still useful. So if you still got the rose petals for the rose bush that you cut, put some gloves on. Put some gloves on. Take some Benadryl. Sometimes you do have to sacrifice your own comfort for the comfort of other people. That's what Scrooge was learning in the movie Scrooge. He was so stuck in his own comfort and his money, money, money that he was not willing to sacrifice for the common welfare. So, um, yeah, they are. They call the police all the time. It's like really wow. I have HOA people around here. They're always like looking at your car inspection sticker. I see them like they get out their car before going in their house and they're like right at my inspection sticker. And I'm like, my car's inspected. If I'm 2 weeks late, don't be sitting up there calling the tow company when my car's not even parked in front of your house. Um some people, they feel like their American dream is it. Like they supposed to go all in on it. And they find themselves alone. They keep forgetting that communities talk and gossip. And the people you think that like you when you're in that American dream talk city, they actually don't like you. They're just trying not to get into it with you. So I'm just saying, y'all. Okay. I don't mess with HOA. Some of them be doing fake CPS calls. They think they know how you treat your kids by how your kids are behaving. They will hear your kids snap out in the street and then assume that you did something to them. They're like toxic watchdogs. Rather than getting to know you, they will like watch from afar and think they know you. A lot of them are like older women. That's why even as a woman over 40, I don't have older women as friends. I don't really mess with them, y'all. I'm not saying they all bad, but I ain't got time for them having nothing to do because they don't got no man. Their husbands is dead, so they sitting in the house playing watchdog, looking out their windows. This is why I don't really associate with the feminine energy over 40. I don't really deal with that. Okay, especially like up in the 60s, a lot of them, they still in that HOA watchdog 70s energy where they think they could be, they could spy on you because they got the American dream. They still got their crib from the 90s. Y'all, I've been cutting up all week, all week on this channel. Some of these watchdog dried up old women sitting up there with their 90s homes, or, oh, my husband died, so finally I can get me a house in my 60s. Now I can get my American dream in my 60s. So now I gotta watch everybody. No. Nosy old women. My mother was an older woman and told me, stay away from nosy old women. Period. I don't even know, like, I don't even know, like, why don't they just go ahead and eat their little toast, eat their little cheese toast, and watch their little QVC channels. You know, they love QVC. They sit up in their crib. QVC is the truth to these old HOA women. I'm gonna watch my QVC and order me some stuff. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Mind your business, though. Mind your business. Mind your... Some of y'all don't know what QVC is. QVC is a little company on TV that like to sell stuff, and a lot of the old dried up women, they stay watching that because they ain't got nothing else better to do but to spend they husband's title policy money. That's what they do. They sitting on that American dream money of they husbands, watching QVC, okay, and ordering stuff. Just anything, like stupid stuff, because they don't nobody want to deal with them. Y'all, I'm telling you. Treating their grandkids like slaves. I'd be like, if you got the American dream, like, you should be able to get a man. If your American dream was all that, if it was all that, why are you by yourself, though? You sitting on money? Okay, you sitting on American dream money. Why you by yourself? Oh, you by yourself because no man can put up with you. That's why you by yourself. That's why you by yourself. Okay? Anybody out here that bought a new home, that bought a new car, all American dreamed up, can get a man. Okay? There's some young dudes would gladly want to be with you. So why don't you even got a young dude? Because your attitude stink. That's why. That's why they don't want you. Anytime I see some old woman over 50 and I see they got a 5-bedroom house, they got a car parked that they don't never drive, they just got some old dried up man driving it for them sometime. When I see they don't never got no man, like no ride or die dude, and I'm like, they don't never? No, I don't talk to them women. I don't talk to them. I know they got a bad attitude. Because everybody want a friend that can level them up. Like, everybody want a friend. Okay? But your level up don't matter if your attitude stink. We in a whole different time period. Ain't nobody sacrificing their mental health for your American dream stuff that you got. No one's sacrificing their mental health to sit up in your American dream home. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Cause I'm almost 50. So why you arguing with me? I bet you your skin don't look better than mine. Look, these old witches is triggered. I bet you your skin don't look better than mine. Some of y'all done seen my skin on the channel. Okay, I'm not in my 30s. I'm almost 50. So why you saying, somebody in here said, look, some old witch in here said, I'm almost 50 and I look better than you, Miss V. I'm like, baby, I'm almost 50. We 50 to 50 in here. We 50 to 50 in here. So don't come with me and saying I'm 50, I'm over 50 and I look better than you. We 50 to 50 in here. We 50 to 50. And I don't wear makeup. I don't need makeup. Some of y'all done seen my skin. I don't need no makeup. I don't need concealers, nothing. But I'll call it what it is. Some of these women over 60, with that HOA cop calling all the time. These old dried up Karens quick to call the police on people over anything. Bye. Look, they jealous. They jealous. Look at this dried up old witch in here. Everybody done seen my skin on the channel. Everybody done seen it, so this person looks ridiculous. Now we all know she jealous. No. Why is HOA needed? Why do we need a gang? HOA ain't nothing but a gang. Like, why do we need it? We got the community. We have a community. Like, why? Because they got American Dream Home? Like, okay, so they're the American Dreamers and we need them. There was once upon a time no HOA. And the communities were thriving. I hope y'all know that. Like, once upon a time, there was no HOA. Okay, there's plenty of racist people HOA. HOA does not sympathize with the black community. So you can dismiss me. Okay, I'm not trying to be smart, but a lot of HOA people, some of them are cooned up, some of them are coons. The KKK is HOA. So I'm done. You can dismiss me. No, 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 no. Half the people that's on HOA is people the people of color that's on HOA. Why do they all only deal with people with money? Why are they so like money to money? No, that's Scrooge, y'all. That's Scrooge. No, I'm not dealing with that. No, no. I don't never see them donating to the poor people in the community. They send up to like, I'm HOA with their 5-bedroom homes and stuff. But they don't never give back though. So no, I can't deal with people like that. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Stop telling people no. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Black people don't need to buy no land in America. If you black, buy your land elsewhere. They never let you keep your land in America. They will trash your land. They will sabotage your land. And they will try to push you out to community. They will call the police for you and claim that you stole the land. No, hell no. Hell no. I wish people would stop telling black people to buy land in America. How's that worked out? Okay, I'm a descendant of documented slaves. My grandfather, what happened? His land was sabotaged. No, no. Don't buy no land here. Y'all got to know when to let somebody have it. Like, you can have it. You can have America. We see. We see. Go ahead and keep it. But HOA people ain't doing no better. And HOA people ain't doing no better. And dogs off the leash. And everybody need to be HOA then. Why is only the people with the expensive homes HOA? Like, okay, come for me. Tell me why. Tell me why. When anybody could be breaking the law. Rich people break the law too. Okay, there's plenty of heroin addicts sitting up in fancy homes that's on HOA. So you could dismiss me with subsidized, everybody in subsidized bad. I got treated better around subsidized people. Frankly, I've had subsidized people that live in subsidized homes, and they treated me better. I didn't drove through white neighborhoods with HOA, didn't do nothing wrong, was pulled over even though I didn't do nothing. And the white cop said that somebody called my place in for nothing. So you could dismiss me. I'm so sick and tired of the stereotypes on subsidized housing. You can spare me. No. And I speak as my family's a homeowner. So y'all could dismiss me. I'm not playing favorites. I'm not playing favorites. I call it what it is. When I hang out around subsidized housing people, they be like, "How you doing? How's everything?" They minding their business. But soon as you come around here, watching for no reason, Retired people, they abuse the 911 situation. Some of these retired, dried up people, they ain't got nothing to do with their time but make false calls. No. No. I see plenty of rich people walking up the street with their dog off a leash. The dude that lives across from me, he's a homeowner too, and I'm sure he's on HOA. He's been living around here longer than me. Why does he let his dog poo in my yard? Why are some of the HOA people around here letting their dog poo in my yard? And they got bigger houses than me. They got better houses than me. They got better cars than me. But they breaking the law every damn day. And as soon as I sit there and say, keep your dog out of my yard, please, they want to get an attitude because they're so privileged. No, you can dismiss me. Period. No, period. Y'all gotta stop always thinking that money makes the person better. Y'all gonna learn the hard way, man. Some of y'all think all because somebody got money, all because somebody got money. And why is the word victim mentality always come out every time a black person talk about what they going through? Like, that's racist. Like, do you say when Jewish people talk about what they go through, do you say victim mentality? No, because y'all scared as hell to do that. Period. Period. If I'm playing the victim, then every time you talk about what you go through, you're playing the victim. That's hypocritical. That's hypocritical. And I'm a homeowner, so don't come for me. Don't come for me and be like, she living in the projects. I don't live in the projects. I have never lived on the projects. I have never been on welfare. But I have gotten treated better by welfare recipients. Okay? Period. Period. Okay? I can go to a welfare community right now, this way up there, and where I took my daughter to get her makeup done for her prom. And I was in peace. I was in peace. But let me go and drive around here and drive that way, and I got to walk on eggshells because of the color of my skin or because I'm not driving the latest car. No, I'm good. Okay? I'm good. Charles Bukowski talked about this. Charles Bukowski, I always love to use him as a reference because he stay exposing this. You can dismiss me. There's no such thing as sound like. What is sounding like a victim? Can somebody tell me what the sound like mean? What does sound like mean? What does sound like mean? Do I have to am I supposed to change the style of my voice and my energy so I don't sound like it? Then what is this signature non-sounding like victim? What is it? I have to talk in an Asian soft voice. I have to talk so soft and sweet. So, ooh, right? Right? So I don't sound like I'm playing victim. I'm not complaining. I don't want nothing else. I have everything I had, baby. I have everything I had, baby. I'm saying I said I don't deal with HOA. Period. I don't. I didn't have a lot of fake calls on me. I'm good. I'm good. All these fake calls, no. I'm done. I'm done. Too many fake calls here. Too many fake calls. Too many. We can't have a party in the evening. We can't celebrate here. My family cannot even have a party 6 o'clock in the evening. And it's not like we doing weed or none of that. We can't celebrate nothing. Nothing. Because these old women think that somebody got to be quiet all damn day. That we got to be in library energy all damn day, y'all. It's gotten so bad. Now, for some of y'all like, oh, she complaining. Why don't the police like them? The police said, we ain't coming back here because we're tired of these unnecessary phone calls. That's what the police said. We're tired of the unnecessary phone calls. We ain't coming back no more. This has, we're sick of this. I said, they just, over anything. Literally. So I'm done. I don't got it to do. That's why I don't want this land. I'm giving it. I'm letting my daughter have it. I told her, I'm moving out of here by 60. She can have all this, and God help her. Get the hell out of here. I didn't say nothing bad about it. But I never said that. So what are you doing? Twisted look, somebody twisting a negative image. I don't have a negative image. Why would you assume I have a negative image without knowing me? I never once said, what is this? Somebody coming in the video at the last minute. I said I get treated better by welfare people. So what are you saying? Somebody, okay, let me kick them out because they need to learn how to pay attention. Somebody need to learn how to pay attention in here. I literally said that I get treated better by people on welfare and people who don't own their home. So I don't even know why y'all coming for me in here. Like, why are y'all even coming for me? That's like you like. It's like, oh, I want an opportunity to beat up on a black woman because I mean that has to be the reason because I literally said there ain't nothing wrong with being on welfare. I literally said that I don't judge people because they on welfare and because they don't own a home. So stop coming for my throat. She wasn't asking me that. She insulted me. You get kicked out too. No, she was like, just because you own a home don't mean you don't have a negative image. I never said that. I literally, what? See, that was like trying to plant seeds in people's heads about me. That was very narcissistic. That's what narcissists say. When you say, when they tear you down and you defend yourself, then they say, but that doesn't mean you're a nice person. You're a nice person. See, that's like, no, let's not do it in here. You'll get kicked the hell out. Okay? I'm allowed to defend my right to not support HOA. Now, if you're going to insult me because I don't care for HOA, then you're narcissistic. You're in that generation where it's like you have to agree with me or I attack your character. I don't attack people's character because they don't agree with me. Period. So, period. Disagree with me all you want. I'm not going to insult you in here. Just don't be coming for my image because I'm not team HOA. After what I've gone through, I'm good. Base it upon what you went through. I'm basing it upon what I went through. These fake calls around here, no, I'm good. I'm good. And they were all made by old women because that's all I got living around me. The dude that lives right here, he's never home. He works. He works like maybe 16, 18 hours a day. So who's doing these fake calls? These women. That's who's doing these fake calls, these women. And their HOA. Good. Nope. No. Even the white girl had fake calls on her. The black woman next to her, fake calls on her. Okay? It's all the younger women getting fake calls on. All the women under 50 got fake police calls on them. The women over 50 are the ones making the calls. The women over 50 over here is calling the police on all the women under 50 for any old thing. Don't matter what it is. If you have a party in the evening hours and you're under 50, these old women call the police. Okay? That's the way it works around here. If you have a 5-minute fight with somebody, a 5-minute argument with somebody, they call the police. It could be just y'all raised your voice for 5 minutes. That's it. Police coming. If your child or young people are snapping out in the street, they will immediately assume that they snapping out because you did something. This is just all the women over 50. That's why the men around here, they don't talk to no women around here. The men be like rushing to their car. They be like, I'm good. They don't even want to talk to no women around here. No, it's the HOA women when because I was warned when I moved in my daughter's home. I was warned by some women on the street, like, be careful what women you talk to around here. They warned me. The one younger woman, she saw the police. She said, I stopped at the top of the street. She said, because I'm done with them calling the police on me for no damn reason. I'm tired of soon as they hear one voice raised, the cop is coming. She said, so I parked at the top of the street because I didn't feel like dealing with them. I said, I told the one younger woman next door, I said, you do know the police was at your house again? She's like, yeah, I heard them knocking on the door. I said, I didn't even hear no arguing. Like, there was no noise coming from your house. She said, it's another fake call because her grandkids were playing basketball in her yard. They called the cops on her grandsons playing basketball in their own darn yard. Now tell me, why did the cops have to come for that? I saw the boys playing basketball, having fun. It was around like 8 p.m. It wasn't even disturbing the peacetime. Disturbing the peacetime is 11 o'clock around here. So those boys weren't doing nothing. They were not doing nothing wrong. I saw them with my own eyes. What happened? The police came. The police came. And what happened? The lady, I guess she saw when the police came, so the boys left. And then the lady was like, I didn't answer the door. I saw them out there. She was like, I'm sick of them coming here over any old noise complaint when it's not disturbing the peacetime. I'm done. I was like, once again, she was a woman that was under 60 at least. So I guess like all the HOA older women or just got their finger on the phone like this. They got their finger on the phone. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not answering the door no more. No effing more. This one cop was so mad. He was like, I could tell your mom didn't do nothing to you. And my daughter was like, no, she didn't do nothing. And he was like, I'm not coming here again with these fake calls. I'm not coming here, people calling the police for no reason, wasting my time. I just stood there like, here we go again. I heard the doorbell ring the other day. I was like, nope, I'm good, man. Never cracker. My daughter got so bad, man. She's like, I'm sick of these never crackers. You know, from that Disney movie. The never cracker dude that kept yelling at the kids for anything. The neighbor that was yelling at the kids, he was HOA. He owned his house for like 50 years and was kept yelling at the kids. Okay. Now, as I was saying, when that Scorpio moon come through, these like older feminine energy, they be like watching. They watching right now, y'all. They like, where's going? What's up? That's why, let me tell you, whenever the creator give you the feeling that you need to ghost, it's not just your friends and family. You got to ghost your neighborhood too. Like, if you ever be like, I need to ghost. I need to just get away. I need a vacation. When the creator tell you need a vacation, you probably just need to ghost your whole neighborhood too. Be like, gone. Okay? Because the creator can see what people are doing in secret to you. Like, the creator can see that. Look, I'm going to tell y'all the perfect time when when your neighbors is plotting and planning and spying and all that and listening with their little recorders is when you see the online energy getting trifling. When there's a whole lot of negativity online, like a little extra, like in these live streams that we be seeing, when it get like that, you can pretty much guess that your neighbors is, some of the neighbors who are jealous of you, they in that energy too. I call myself trying to help out a HOA lady. I tried to help her out. Her packages were left in front of her house. I said, ma'am, we got porch parrots. They steal our stuff all the time. I try to help her out. Okay. She's like, thank you. And then I forget what she said. She said, yeah, because I spent too money on my stuff, on my stuff, and I paid for my daughter's rent. So she wanted to tell me how much HOA she was. I'm paying my daughter's rent. Plus, I just bought this house. I was like, oh, congratulations. I was like, yeah, houses, they can really get you for your money. And she got triggered because I said, I know what it's like to own a house. So it was like she just wanted me to like pat her on the back with her HOA house. So I said, yeah, houses can really get to you. I said, like I'm going through it too, you know, trying to upkeep a house. She was like, oh, you don't know. I'm paying other people's bills and all this. I'm like, oh, okay. I see why she go with that. I see how she go with that. And then she was like, something else about how she's spending money from buying and paying for people and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay. So after that, she never spoke to me because I was supposed to kiss her butt. I wasn't supposed to be like, I know what it's like because I'm a homeowner too. You know, I wasn't supposed to be in that energy because she got a newly remodeled home and she HOA. I was supposed to be a butt kisser. But because I wasn't kissing her butt, she didn't want to talk to me no more. So I don't have a problem. If you want to be HOA, sure. But stop expecting people to kiss your butt. You ain't the president. You ain't the mayor. Like, for real, if there's any HOA people in here, you're not the president, you're not the mayor, you're not my mama, you're not my employer, you're not my man. No, you're just an HOA community person. If I'm not breaking the city laws, I don't have to kiss your butt. Now, if I break a community law, okay, I might kiss your butt so you don't fine me. You don't get me fined. But I'm not breaking the law here. So I don't have to kiss your butt. You're just another person in this neighborhood until I got to kiss your butt over a fine. Until I got to kiss your butt over a fine, you every other neighbor in this neighborhood. Ooh, for real. I'm like this. I better have a real damn good reason to kiss your butt. Your crib, your car, your little I'm on the group of private community spies is not enough for me to kiss your butt. It's just not, y'all. It's not. And I see if I was like trying to fight for the ultimate land, but this little piece of grass, come on now. I don't know why people acting so privileged when you got a little piece of grass. Like your grass is no bigger than my living room. No, sit down. No, you're not that privileged. You're not that privileged. You're like, for real. What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? Grow some green beans, tomatoes. You only got enough room for a garden for like 4 people. Your little patch of grass? No. Your little empty rooms in your 5-bedroom house? No. Instead of paying your kids rent, why don't you move them in? I'm trying to understand why so many people are buying big homes and keeping empty rooms, but expect me to be like, yeah, you the man. No. No, the common welfare should be your business. You got empty rooms, rent them rooms out to college kids, for real. You know that the apartment rent is $2,000 now in Pennsylvania. You're not getting an apartment in Pennsylvania without paying $2,000. Pennsylvania is charging apartment rental fees like it's California now. So, if you happen to even get an apartment for $1,000 in Pennsylvania, it's going to be no bigger than a jail cell. Like 2 little jail cells. That's how big it's going to be for $1,000. That's how big it's going to be. Okay? Now, because we got 20-year-olds living in jail cell size apartments and they paying like $1,500 to live in there because the $500 is the gas and the electric. They paying for that? No. And you sitting up there with a 5-bedroom HOA home that's newly remodeled, inspected to the max. You need to be renting out that home. No. If I see you putting your key in your 5-bedroom home over and over again, and you don't never rent, you ain't nothing but a Scrooge to me. That's what you are. You're a Scrooge. People can say a lot about my mother-in-law. Okay? People can say a lot about her, but one thing she don't do, she don't let people pay ridiculous rent. She'll move the whole family into her house. Okay? She'll move the whole family into her house. Because she had an attic room she rented to me. All you gotta do is call and be like, I'm coming through, Grandma. Grandma-in-law. She'll be like, okay, you can rent the upstairs for cheap. I be renting the room. This is a fixer-upper. This is my daughter's home, a fixer-upper. And I still be renting that upstairs out. When my nephew be like, I lost my place because of my toxic roommates, they turned into full-blown crackheads and got us kicked out of our place. I say, nephew, come on up here. You can rent the upstairs. You can rent that room up there for like $100 a month. Just help out. I did that, and then he found somewhere to live right before the shutdown. I said, come on here, because the shutdown, we might get shut down, and then you're going to be living on the street somewhere. So I told him to rent the upstairs. I said, now, this is a fixer-upper. We've been putting all our money into this home, and we can't no more. He said, I don't care. I said, there ain't no bugs here, ain't no rats here, nothing's going to get you. I told him, I said, up there. He didn't want to move out. He said, it's so comfortable and quiet here. It's so nice. No, I said, no, you grown. I said, you're going to have to get your own eventually. Okay. But you can stay here as long as you want. Okay. Bye. 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 Go somewhere that you enjoy. Like I said, don't be in that Scrooge energy. Look, somebody insulted said this is whack. They is Scrooge. That's what Scrooges do. Scrooges be looking at people and be like, what you doing on this corner begging? Remember the movie Scrooge? He said, what you doing on this corner begging, boy? The mankind is my business. The common welfare is my business. Somebody brag in my ear now, they cut off. I don't want to deal with them no more. I don't care who they are. They see what everybody going through. They see. Okay? You brag, that's like, bragging was always low vibration. Now it's just like, damn, it's demonic now. It's like straight up demonic to brag. Like, woo. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. People paying $2,000 for like a jail cell apartment, and they got people bragging in their ear. Yeah, I got a viral YouTube channel, and I just bought a Cadillac. I'm like, you know what? You just destroyed our friendship. You just destroyed our friendship. Like, for real. A lot of people are acting stuck up and snobby all because they privileged. I can sense the energy. I was talking to somebody on the phone about that. I said, why is the energy so narcissistic? Oh, I think I'm special because I am able to pay a $500 car note during this trash economy. So I'm better than everybody else. We are living in a world where it's like a Scrooge nightmare. There's just Scrooges upon Scrooges upon Scrooges upon Scrooges that it's like, whoo. Why do you think you keep seeing people with the American dream hanging out with other people with the American dream? Because they Scrooge. They're like, no, Mankind ain't my business. My $500 car note is my business. But here's my thing. People keep saying, I'm sick and tired of the poor. I'm sick and tired of seeing used cars polluting the air, all this stuff. Okay, why don't you help out? Give somebody a ride. You don't like that your neighbor has a used car smoking up the air and smoking up your property. Why don't you go to your neighbor and be like, hey, 3 days a week, I can give you a ride. I bet you any money your neighbor won't even drive that car that often. Okay? Like, people don't understand that the American dream is a trap. It has a ceiling to it. Okay? It's a false sense of richness. It's false riches. Why you think it doesn't expand? Why you think when somebody tried to expand it, they end up having like property loss? Like, I lost two of my homes. I had to sell two of my homes because they're buying property for show and just to get rich. They're not buying property for the common welfare of mankind. So the creator will leave those homes empty and they will lose money. And then they will have to sell the home at a lower price. See? It's better to have loyal tenants and charge an affordable price rather than try to charge the maximum rental fee or above and get rich quick. Okay? We have to start glamorizing getting rich fast without having to own the problems of the richest. Okay? When we get into the type of mood we having now, it talks about getting rich without owning it. Without owning it. That's what it's about. I rent out homes that somebody else owns. I am in a real estate. Okay, I work for a real estate company. I'm not the person to fix this stuff though. I'm the person to get people to live in it. Okay, what is the point if you're the fixer? Okay, unless you are ripping inspection off, you're running in place. Okay, you're like renting the home and fixing. No, see, that's toxic. I'll be the one to rent the home out. I'll be the one to show people the home, to show people the property. But I'm not paying for the piping and the electrical problems. Okay? Okay. Somebody said, bro, you get my neighbor always asks us for it. I'll be like, bro, okay, long as the ride is nice, but then don't complain. Somebody said their neighbor got a car. Okay, fine. But when the car is screeching in your ear and it's stinking and stuff and it's smoking up the air, don't be like, oh, they need to stop. It's pollution. Well, you're not giving them a ride. They still got to eat. They still got to get to work. Y'all. When everybody like, I'm chasing other people's money, chasing other people's money also means if you're going to be like, okay, I'm chasing other people's money, you have to make sure that it's the money that you're not responsible for. You're not directly responsible for managing. You're teaching them how to manage it, but you're not like charged of the spending. Because once you become charged of the spending, you're in charge. You get the karma. You will get the karmic debt of that money. So it'd be like, no, that's okay. I'll teach you. I will teach you how to manage your money. I'll do your banking. I'll do your accounting. I'll take people at the property. I'll put your stuff on display to sell. But what I'm not going to do is be the person and the recipient of the bad karma to come through. Because I don't even know all the tricks you did to get this money. I don't even know all the tricks you did to get this house. I don't know. You could be a whole shapeshifter and that's how you got this stuff. So I don't want the bad karma. Okay? If my name is on the contract of owning this stuff, I get the karma. This is why, y'all, if you're in a family that has property attached to low vibrational people, do not put your name on the deed. Don't put your name on the deed. Say, I'll be the watchdog for the property, but I'm not putting my name on that deed. Because when hell break loose, the law is coming for me. The law is coming for me. Okay? And that's like, no. I want the law to come for you while I work for you with watching your property. I'm not yelling. Why is this yelling? Okay, can you go somewhere with somebody that will talk soft? Okay? Can you go somewhere like why do everybody think that only men is allowed to talk loud? My vocal teacher told me to stop letting people tell me to talk soft. My vocal teacher told me start talking louder. It strengthens the vocals and it makes you a better singer. So I'm going to keep on talking loud. Okay? I'm going to keep on talking loud at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is big energy. Yeah, so if you don't want this loud energy at 8 a.m., then start waking up at 6 a.m. People be like, I can't take it at 8 a.m. because you just woke up. That's why. That's why. That's why. Okay. As I said, the mankind is my business. Yeah. When the creator gives you a moon like we have now, you're supposed to be like, whatever I get, I want to send back. You're supposed to see people that you can send home. Like, for real, y'all. Like, be like, I don't want to deal with, I'm not really dealing with people that I have to let live with me. Unless they didn't give to me, unless they were generous to me, I deal with people that I can send home. Okay? We could go on a date and we can get busy, but you got to go home. You got to go home. Because you're not going to come up in here and start robbing me in my sleep. I'm butt naked in the bed and you robbing my house blind and going out the back door in the middle of the night. No, we ain't doing that energy. Okay? We going to have a good time. We can get sexy. We can get some sexy stuff in, but then you got to go home. No. All right. Okay. All right. Y'all, my videos be wow. Serious. Y'all better send people home right now. Some people are all about other people's money in a way that you don't want. Like, they just want to see what you got. They like acting sneaky, sitting there all quiet in your crib like this. They want to see what Christmas gifts you got. They trying to see what Hanukkah gifts you got. They trying to see what Kwanzaa gifts you got. Okay? They coming through like, did she sit out the Christmas gifts yet? Did Miss B sit them out? Where they at? Where they at? And then, oh, let me go ahead and find out when I can rob her. When I can rob. See, no, y'all. Nope. Y'all better, if y'all hooking up with people right now because of this moon, take them through the back door. Don't take them through the front door because then they seeing everything in your living room. Take them through the back door. Have y'all little dinner in the kitchen. Okay? Kick it in the lounge. If you got a lounge, that's the perfect place to take your date. Because they ain't seeing none of your stuff. Okay? The little lounge room got a sofa and a TV and an art picture in there. That's what they got in there. Take them to the little lounge room. Pull out the little day bed. The little couch bed that's in the lounge room. You know, get some little sexy time in. You know, and be like, look, watch the clock. Be like, oh, it's 6 a.m., babe. You got to go. It's 6 a.m. You got to go. You got to go. Seriously. Also, this type of moon is a time where you be like, this stuff I'm done with. Like, it has to be stuff like you truly done with. Like, stuff you just sick and tired of. Okay? The real people that you're like, I'm so sick and tired of you that I could do something real dirty to you. I could avenge myself. If you're in that energy, that's the person you should be cutting off right now. Okay? If you're like, I'm so sick and tired of this stuff that you just want to destroy. You're so tired of it. You wish you had a fire pit to just burn it. That's the stuff that you get rid of. Okay? All right. The waning gibbous moon, I think it's the waning gibbous. It's a good moon. Just got to be like, I don't do old problems. I'm sick of old problems. I'm sick of these old problems coming back over and over and over again. So, yep. Go get you a bag. Get rid of, pile up all the oldest stuff that you done. Stuff that's like from like 5 years ago. That's like you're sick of. Okay. Now I do know that like exfoliating is important right now. So if y'all feeling like little creepy crawlies or little bumps on your skin, you should probably be exfoliating during this moon. So you might want to get your little loofah sponge out when you shower and just go, you know, to help yourself shed a little better. It's 33 people in the house. So y'all, I'm going to go ahead and lift some weights. This moon energy is like upper gains, y'all. It's upper gains. So I think I'm going to lift my weights upstairs today. I'm going to be like, this is, the motivational doctor on YouTube, y'all. He's a divine male. His name is Dr. Motivational. He's a divine male, y'all. Everything that I've been doing that he said is working. I fixed my shoulder problem. If y'all having shoulder pain, this moon is the perfect time to work on your shoulders and your arms. So what he said for me, I was watching his video. He said, don't do your arm like this. He said like lift weights like this. Okay. If y'all had any slip and falls where you fell on your back, like let's say you fell and you was like boom, boom. Okay. You should probably be lifting weights like this and stretching your arm like this instead of like that until the bursitis, until it heals. Okay. So we know that most healing cycles is like 6 months, okay, or 60 days. That's getting into the water energy as well, lavender healing. So for like 60 days, I would be like avoiding lifting if you got shoulder pains, like just lift like this. But how he fixed my shoulder in his video, he said, drop the shoulder back like this and let the bottom part of your shoulder blade sink into the pocket of your back. So I started doing that, y'all, like this, letting it sink, letting the bottom part here sink into the shoulder of my back. And guess what? Shoulder pain, almost zero now, y'all. So what I've been doing now is before I lay down, I just go like this. And then when I lay down, I'll try to lay like this. Like, I think that the bats have it right. When they say laying like the vampires, I think that's the better way. Like when you lay like this with your arm up under your pillow, that's messing up this. When some people lay like this with their arm up like that, some people no, that's jacking it up, y'all. I really think we're supposed to lay like this. Or are we supposed to lay like this? Like I like sleeping like the dead, y'all. I believe that protects your shoulders. So I know what I've been doing is rolling the shoulder back. Okay? Like the massages are backwards. Rather than like this way, I've been going like this. And I'm telling you, it's 95% healed. I don't even need pain meds, y'all. Yep, I don't even need pain meds. So this is when you have a moon like this, with the Taurus in there too, it's about big gains. It's here. For the women, you want to do the breast exercises. Okay? If you're a woman, this is what you're supposed to be doing right now. The Empress is all about having big breasts and a small waist. So for the Scorpio moon, you want to do this. Waistlines. The Scorpio moon is known, when a Scorpio's in fit, they have a little waist and like this. So do Taurus. So for the women, you want to do this. Okay? And this. Use your arms to do it. Okay? And then floor exercises with your arms today. Like Scorpio. You want to get down on the floor though. Okay? Tauruses are bulls. They're not that tall. And then Scorpio is low too. So you want to sit on the floor today with your weights. Okay? Sit with your weights. Or sit on your chair and with your weights. Okay? Or use your chair for your arms. Okay? There you go. Don't say I ain't never done nothing for y'all. All right. So waistline though, y'all. I don't know why nobody ever talks about how Taurus energy can still be the Empress. If you want to call it Taurus, if not, you can call it Earth energy. So, woo, y'all hear that? It went, y'all, I cracked my back. Let me tell y'all, this is how I've been getting some extra working on my waistline. When I'm watching movies, I'll just be like this. Look, y'all. With my head looking at the movie. Okay. I'll do that. All right. Or when I'm listening to a YouTube video. You can still listen to a YouTube video while doing this. Okay. Reduce it to the ridiculous. Like, get some exercise in while you're listening to YouTube. I find that being down on the floor and working out using a chair, I find it's like saves money. You know, you don't got to go to the gym. You could do it in your drawers. You can literally work out in your drawers and your jammies at home. That's the beautiful thing, you know, and save money. Wake up in your drawers and go work out. Like, for real, y'all. All that like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that before workout. No, y'all, that's doing too much. That's wearing your energy down. Get up out your bed, get your little drink in or whatever, in your drawers, in your jammies, get your workout in. They'll go get in the shower and then eat breakfast. There it is, y'all. Okay, y'all got to get ready to go. We got 22 people in here. I ain't want to go. We got 816 on the clock. So if some of y'all are having a rebirth, okay? A lot of people like to confuse reinvention with rebirth. It's not the same. Reinvention, inventing yourself, it's not, it could be like, okay, you're becoming somebody that you weren't. But rebirth could be you're becoming who you used to be. The best part of you that you haven't been in a while. So, I'm doing rebirth. Okay, not everybody in rebirth energy right now. Now, I got find another job. Some of y'all need to find a backup job. I got that. It might be a traditional job, y'all. Might be a 9-to-5 job. But I heard money can come through your creative gifts right now. Okay? If you have any spiritual gifts, anything that you do for spiritual reasons can bring you money. So if you're a watercolor artist because it's spiritual to you, it's not just fun, but it heals you, then you can make money off of that. And it goes for writers as well. Whatever the writing and the work you're doing, it should be focusing on the fact that you're healing people or you're helping people have a transformation. So your themes, if you're trying to find some themes for your art, is transformation, healing, problem solving, problem solving, and secrets. So you may want to do confessional art right now that reveals your secrets. Or death, focusing on the word death, your interpretation of death. Okay? For some of y'all, it could be that you're using the resources of your family, but you don't own them. So you might want to use old things, antiques, things that your family have or places have, but just don't buy them. Okay? Just don't buy them. You don't have to own them to use them. So go to the library, get some books out. Okay? You're learning how to use the resources that you can return. All right. Okay, y'all. If y'all enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know. Yeah, engineering as well is good. Engineer. Yeah. But the engineering needs to be like you're working with the dark stuff. Okay? So, you may find inspiration in sea, like to deal with the sea, dark matter, things like that. Okay. You also may find that you may be having some dark dreams right now, y'all. Y'all may be having some dark dreams right now. Your dark dreams can have omens in them, so y'all might want to document what you're seeing on the other side right now. Also, I was told rely more on your psychic abilities and your research into your psychic abilities. Mediumship. So if the feeling ain't right, it ain't right, y'all. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks for watching. I can't believe all these people in here. 18 is a synchronicity to number 8. Just be careful about the number 8 because for some of y'all may end up being focused too much on the money rather than it being of service. So it's either you bring what people really need and not follow trends. You have to be willing to be unique. If you're just doing what everybody's doing because you know you can get money, that would be that 8. That would be that 8. 9 is like, I'm unique when I do this. I'm in my true energy, you know. I know there's a crowd, there's an audience for me. And I'm willing to be different when I do this. Okay, bye everybody. See y'all later. Okay.